Okay, so hi again, it's me. So for this video lecture, I will going to talk about, to discuss about the week 2 lesson, which entitled the nature or understanding rather the nature of physical activity. So yung first week natin, we focus on discussing the concept of physical activity. Now, we will going to discuss the nature of physical activity. Okay, paano nga ba? Okay, paano nga ba tayo magkakaroon ng active lifestyle and likewise ano yung mga bagay-bagay, what are the components of fitness that we need to do in compliance with our abilities to do physical activity. Okay, so um, let me present to you the learning objective first. Okay, first is that to differentiate health-related and skill-related components of physical fitness. Kasi I believe, okay, this topic is paulit-ulit na dinidiscuss sa atin since grade 7 tayo. Ano ang health-related, ano yung skill-related, what are the components of these two components of fitness in our health. Okay. Number two objective is that show motivation and positive attitude in discussing and planning fitness out routines rather as evidenced by active participation in group discussion and constructive peer feedback during planning activity. And number three is that create a basic fitness plan applying the principle of physical activity. Although, okay, hindi nyo magagawa yung objective number two kasi nga, this is a video lecture and I don't have the chance to interact with you class. But if there are questions that you create on your own because based from our you're basing that question to my discussion like para lang siyang what if ganyan, paano kaya kung ganito, okay, you may answer that question as I hope I can answer rather that question as I go through with the different slide discussing the different topics. Okay? But you may also use your prior knowledge about or those queries since the topic nga is already discussed sa inyo. So example of that question is that why it is important to have an active lifestyle, kumbaga. So bakit siya importante? Based from my week 1 lecture or video lecture na ginawa ko, okay, or yung lecture natin inside your classrooms that PA is important. Why? Because to attain a healthy lifestyle and to live long in this world, ac- engaging into active lifestyle or having an active lifestyle is one factor to achieve that goal. Okay? Dapat nag-exercise ka, dapat aktibo ka, dapat kumakain ka ng tama, dapat may diet ka, dapat balance ang lifestyle mo, natutulog ka ng maaga, wala kang stress. So if these three factors like active lifestyle, eating healthy foods, and practicing balanced lifestyle, if these three factors is always observed and you always practice, okay, then there is a big chance or assurance that you will going to live a healthy life and to live long. Okay? Sana all kaya nating i-practice yan. Ang nagiging problema lang kasi sa atin class is disiplina. Okay? So, understanding the nature of physical activity. So, let's first familiarize or recall the FIT principle. Ano ba yung FIT principle class? So, F stands for frequency. I stands for intensity or intensity. T stands for type, and another T stands for time. So I believe FITT principle is not new to you. You always hear this FITT form to your PE teachers, MAPE teachers way back your junior high school days. Okay, so F stands for again, okay, fitness. No, it is frequency. Okay, correct me. That is frequency, not fitness. Okay, so ano ba yan? Okay, pag sinabi nating frequency class, we can have this question or inaalseran niya or sinasagot niya yung tanong na how often you exercise. Ga how often, gaano kadalas, gaano ka-frequent, okay? How many times a week? How many times a month? How many times a day, kumbaga. So, if we say frequency class measured in days per week, the appropriate frequency depends on the type of exercise and fitness goal. Wait lang, i-edit ko lang siya. Hindi ako matahimik sa fitness. Okay, frequency. Just a minute. Frequency. Ayan. Let me just edit first. I'm so sorry, class. Ano ba yan? Nakakaya si Sir Norman. Okay. So, ulitin ko, frequency. Now, okay, measured in days per week, the appropriate frequency depends on the type of exercise and fitness goal. Okay, example, exercising 3 to 5 times a week. Okay, class, always remember that frequency is very important. Actually, all FIT, kaya nga siya ginagamit, ang FITT to avoid any problem during a training. Ano ba yung nagiging problema? There is a misconception kasi lagi, class, that if we talk about, to be fit, kumbaga, there is a misconception, laging iniisip ng tao, the more you exercise, the better. Pero, which is not. Especially kapag beginner ka, class, hindi mo kailangan pilitin yung katawan mo ang gawin ng isang physical activity or training na hindi pa naman kaya ng katawan mo. Let your body adjust, let your body let your body familiarize those physical activity that you want to do in near future if it is more complex. Huwag mong bibiglayin yung katawan mo. Why? Because pwede mangyayari sa'yo is injury. Pwede magkaroon ka ng major muscle pain, shock sa muscles mo. So it is very important to consider how frequent you will going to do the activity. If you're a beginner, then do not engage into extraneous kaagad, into a vigorous activity kaagad. Inaraw-araw mo na siya kaagad. Pero kapag sanay na yung katawan mo, okay lang. Okay? Like 5 times a week kang mag-exercise in a week or even 6 times, not even 6. Hindi pwede yun. 5 times a week lang talaga. Okay? Because rest is part of a training program. So, kapag sinabi nating frequency, class, how often you exercise? Gaano ka kadalas mag-exercise? Okay? I stands for intensity. Now, kapag sinabi nating intensity, class, I am asking you the question, how hard your exercise? Kasi in exercising, class, walang tanong na how easy. Dapat always, the training is always progressive. Okay? Sa first level pa lang, yes, it is bearable, pero there is already a challenge to your body. Then if your body is used to that exercise, like nag-curl ups ka ng 20 times, then the following day, the following week, the 20 repetition is no longer challenging, then you need to upgrade that exercise. You need to add to it. Okay, so how hard your exercise is. It can be measured in different ways, such as heart rate. O paano ba mag-compute ng heart rate mamaya? Okay, ituturo ko. Okay, level of exertion. Okay? The level of exertion, kung gaano kataas yung effort na ginagamit mo, na binibigay mo in every activity. Amount of weight lifted, kung gaano kabigat yung mga aparatus like dumbbells, weight tools, okay, na ginagamit mo. Example, brisk walking, moderate Okay? From moderate. Brisk walking is moderate to sprinting to high intensity. Okay? Kasi ang brisk walking from the word walk, okay, it is a moderate physical activity. Okay? Pero kapag sinabi nating sprint, since it involves speed, it involves power, okay? So skill related na yung mga yon. So it is considered intensity or high intensity na siya. Difficult na siya. Mas mahirap na siya. So that is intensity. Okay? The first thing, we have type. So why do we need to... No, that is time. Okay, mali ulit ako. Let me edit first. Okay, it is time. And the last one is type. Okay. Ano ba yan? Sir Norman naman. Okay. So, here, let me reconnect again. O, ayan. So, yung next, first thing natin is we have time. So, kapag sinabi nating time, gaano naman siya katagal? Okay, gaano siya kaikli? Gaano siya katagal? I will consider gaano ka short for beginners. Pero as I've said, papasok sa intensity dyan when your body is used to it and you can't feel challenged anymore. You need to level up the intensity. And how to do that? For exercises that involves time, kailangan mo na siyang tagalan. How long? Okay? So how long, gaano katagal ka nag-e-exercise? Measured in minutes per session. Duration may vary based on the type and intensity of the activity. Kailangan mo kasi rin iakma kung gaano kahirap yung activity ginagawa mo. If you think and if you can assess that your body cannot sustain in a long period of time that activity, then make it shorter. Uulitin ko, it is not right to think that the more difficult the physical activity is, the better. Thus, the faster you get abs or you get fit to become fit, it is no. Okay? Hindi po yun totoo. Okay? You need to do it, what you call this? Not gradually, kumbaga. Okay? Dapat kailangan mo i-always i-assess yung sarili mo kung kaya mo nang dagdagan or kaya mo nang gawin yung activity. Example, 15 minutes. Now, yung 15 minutes, hindi na siya ganun ka-effective. You change that 15 minutes by adding another 15 minutes that becomes or becomes 30 minutes. Okay? So that is time. Okay, next one, the next thing we have type. If we say type, what kind of exercise naman siya? Anong klaseng exercise? Now, ito, kung anong klaseng exercise, depende sa'yo kung anong parte ng katawan mo ang gusto mong i-develop. The type should align with your fitness goal and can include aerobic or cardio, muscular and bone strength, and balance, which deals with flexibility. Pero itong mga na-mention ko dito is unnegotiable, kumbaga. These three, which are the three types of physical activity: aerobic or your cardio, muscular or bone or your strength, and flexibility, should always be present on your training program. Okay? So, napaka-importante nila. Bakit? Because these three types of physical activity develops our health-related components. And these health-related components are very na, tapos necessary pa to show redundancy, to show not redundancy, but rather to show an exaggeration that these three are really very important in doing or in executing your physical activity or exercise to support our body. So kailangan natin ng stamina, kailangan natin ng endurance, kailangan natin ng lakas ng ating buto, ng ating muscle, kailangan natin ng flexibility in order to do these exercises effectively and efficiently. Okay? Now, example, jogging, cardio, yoga, flexibility. Okay? So, uulitin ko. F stands for frequency. Okay? Gaano? How? Okay? How frequent? Okay? How frequent? Gaano kadalas sa isang linggo, sa isang araw, sa isang buwan? Okay? Intensity. Gaano kahirap? How hard your activity is, your exercise is. Okay? Number 4, time. Gaano katagal? How long do you exercise? And last, type, what kind? Anong klaseng exercise? Now again, how we will going to identify what type of exercise? It depends on your goal. Anong klase, anong parte ng katawan mo ang gusto mong ma-develop. Now, sir, wala naman akong gustong i-develop sa katawan ko, pero napapansin ko, medyo mabilis akong mapagod. Then, engage into cardio activities. Okay? Ganun lang siya, class. So, I hope I am clear in discussing the FITT principle kahit may mga problema tayo sa editing. Okay? So, I hope it is clear because you need to have a clear information or idea about the FITT principle because that is part of your beta. You need to you need to create a FITT form based on applying rather the principle of FITT. Okay, so next one, another essential guide question. How can we attain physical fitness? Okay, papaano? Okay, again, essential questions are not questions intended for you to answer immediately, but these questions are, what do you call this one? Questions are being asked, this essential question are being asked for you to be guided or for you to be guided in understanding the lesson better. So next one, we have components of physical fitness. So papasok na dito yung dalawa. There are two components of physical fitness which are health-related fitness and skill-related fitness. So what is health-related fitness and skill-related fitness? So I have here activity entitled a fitness mix and match. Ano ibig sabihin yan? So, I was going to present different pictures that are related or that can be attributed with the different related fitness skill or health related fitness. It's either in terms of picture or in terms of sounds. Example, okay, I will not give first the answers. Try to, as you watch the video, try to identify kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng mga word na yan. Okay? Plus, 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 plus. For example, sige, sabihin ko na yung example number 1. A mother, ma. And this is a cell. So, ma plus cell, ma cells with S sounds, ma or sound, ma cells, and this is a train, muscle strength. Okay? O sir. Okay? So, maganda sana to kapag may physical eh. So, let's identify the following health-related and skill-related fitness. So, first one, we have muscle strength. So, what is muscle strength, class? The ability of a muscle or group of muscles to exert maximum force against a resistance one time through a full range of motion. Anong ibig sabihin nun, class? The ability of our muscle daw to exert a maximum. Pag sinabi natin maximum, to the highest level against a resistance. And what is that resistance? If we are carrying something, that resistance is the force of gravity. So, ang hirap-hirap magbuhat, class. Okay? Pero nakalagay dito, one time through a full range of motion. So, time will never be a concern here. As long as you carry something, kahit gaano kaikli yan, that will gauge or that will show how powerful you are, how strength you are. Kung nataas mo yung what do you call this one, yung weights na 200 plus, above your head, ganun kalakas yung muscle mo. O kahit maikli lang, naitaas mo, binaba mo kaagad. Okay? Yung ginagawa ng weightlifters, tinaas nila, binaba nila kaagad. Basta naitaas nila. That's how can we measure or how can we measure the strength of our muscle? Kung hindi mo buhat yung isang baldeng tubig, okay, then may problema sa muscles mo. Okay, sa strength ng muscles mo kasi hindi mo siya mabuhat. Okay? Full range of motion or what we call ROM. Ang ROM kasi natin is the degree through which a joint can move. Okay? Kung ang naitaas mo lang is hanggang your or wait lang. Oh, let me show kasi medyo mahinang internet pero let me try my luck na medyo malakas yung internet. Kasi wala ako sa faculty room kasi medyo nagkakabungguan din kami ng boses doon kasi nagte-telecom din sila. So, for example, ito, range of motion. Ito yung joints. Naitaas mo yung dumbbell up until here. Okay, up until here. Itaas mo siya ng pagganito. Then your muscle strength is good, kumbaga. Okay? Pero depending pa rin dun sa katawan mo, anong klaseng katawan meron ka, at kung gaano kabigat yung binubuhat mo. Kung hanggang dito lang, then you need to do more training in order yung ganito, maging ganito. Okay? Oh, diba ganyan? Mukha akong T-A-N-G-A. Okay. So, full range of motion. Ayan. Example of this, bench press, squats, weightlifting, push-ups. Okay? So these tests, or not example rather, but these are the activities that you need to do in order to develop your muscles. Okay? So that your muscles became or becomes familiar with these activities, and these muscles eventually will going to have the power to do more extraneous activities. Okay, next one. Now, remember this one. To improve strength, lift heavier than you are used to. Kapag nasanay ka na magbuhat ng ganito kabigat at feeling mo hindi na siya challenging, and because hindi na siya challenging, development is no longer there, then you need to add weights on the usual weight of that weights in order for you to if you want to develop more. So kailangan mo siyang dagdagan. Okay? Next one, we have muscle endurance. So what is the difference with muscle strength and muscle endurance? So based from the definition kanina, maximal force, sabi niya sa muscle strength, in one period of time, naitaas mo, pero panandalian lang, it's okay. That's how that's on that way, in that way, we measure that our muscle can carry something. Okay? Kung gaano man siya kabigat. Okay? Here in muscle endurance class, the ability of muscles or group of muscles to exert a maximal force repeatedly over a period of time. Here, time is already a concern. It should be a long period of time, over repeated time. Example, crunches, planks, lunges, pull-ups. Okay? To improve endurance, lift more times. Lift more times, not more weights. Okay? Dinadagdagan mo yung oras, pero hindi mo dinadagdagan yung bigat. Okay? Kahit dagdagan mo yung bigat, okay, o panandalian mo lang siya nabuhat, then your muscle doesn't have any endurance. Hindi niya kayang i-sustain yon in a long period of time. Pero pag sinabi nating strength, hindi involved ang time dyan. Basta naiangat mo, then we measured already your muscle strength. Okay. Next, cardiovascular endurance. So if we say cardiovascular endurance class, now we are talking about their Okay, our heart and lungs, the ability to perform large muscles moderately to high intensity exercise for a prolonged period, keeping you or keeping your rather your heart rate in the target or in the heart rate target zone. And we have different zone here as shown in the PowerPoint presentation. We have zone 1. Pag sinabi natin zone 1, that is our heart rate, which is from 50 to 60 only. Yan lang yung heart, okay, yung heart rate mo. Okay? Based sa physical activity. Zone 2, 60 to 70. Kasi habang nagiging complex yung activity class, bumibilis din yung tibok ng puso natin. Then zone 3, 70 to 80. Kung baga, 50 to 60, wala ka masyadong ginagawa dyan. Now, 60 to 70 class, moderate. Okay? Parang low, moderate or low level. Okay? And pag sinabi nating zone 3, 70 to 80, high level naman yan. Kung baga, yung that's the maximum na 80, actually, it's 70 to 85% dapat yan eh. Okay? So, how can we say that we have a cardiovascular endurance? If our body, if we can do tasks in a long period of time na hindi tayo mabilis mapagod. Kapag mabilis tayo mapagod, there is something wrong with us already. It's either for some people, they have medical condition, like they have asthma, they have heart disease, making them unfit to do some task. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin cardiovascular endurance class, the ability to perform large muscles moderately to high intensity exercise in a long period of time. So how can we compute our heart rate? Okay, so the 220 or the 220 heart rate or maximum heart rate is constant yan. Okay, kahit anong age ka pa, kahit anong sex mo pa, that is standard. So usually it is the 220 minus your age. So we will get the difference. Okay? Now, so example, 220 minus 17, we've got 203 there. And we need to compute it or to get our heart rate, we need to times it with 70 to 85. Okay, 70% to 85%, which is the zone 3. Okay, so bakit ko kinuha si zone 3? Because as I've mentioned last meeting, your energy in that age, 16, 17, is incomparable. Ang dami-dami nyong energy. Okay, so expectedly, your heart rate will range 142 to 173. Okay, that's usually kasi kayo mga bata pa kayo hindi kayo mabilis mapagod. So ang gagawin niyo diyan is to subtract your age to 220 and the difference is 203. 203 times 70% times 85% or 203 times 0.70, 0.85, then you will get 142 to 173 heart rate. Okay. So example, cycling, dancing, running, and jogging. Now, next, flexibility. Now, flexibility, there is a misconception na sinasabi na kapag sinabing flexibility, skill-related fitness yan eh. No class. All humans, all of us needs to develop flexibility. Kailangan tayo flexible lahat. Naalala niyo yung story ko sa pamangkin ko? He has a very, very undeveloped or not strong bones. So, kailangan natin ng flexibility class, okay? The ability to move a joint through its complex range of motion or ROMs. Example, shoulder stretch, quad stretch, shoulder roll. Kung familiar kayo or naalala niyo yung activity natin nung junior high school kayo, whenever you do this, pag sinasabi nating PFT test, kung gumaganon kayo, that is a butterfly aray ko, wala na akong flexibility, hindi ko na siya maabot. Okay? That is what we call, that is a type of flexibility test. Okay? Next one, a butterfly stretch. Nakasabi ko kanina, body composition. Now, what is body composition? The amount of lean body mass, which is our muscles, compared with our body fats. Dapat ba anong mas madami? Body mass or yung dapat sa body mass natin? Ano ba dapat ang mas madami? Fats or our muscles? Ideally, it should be muscles. If you want to become fit, dapat mas madaming fat ay mas madaming muscle composition sa katawan mo rather than fat. Okay? Pag sinabi natin the amount of lean body mass, we are talking about bones, organs, body fluids, and our muscles. Pero kapag sinabi natin body fats, that's the calorie. How can you measure your body composition? Lagi natin ginagawa to yearly. It's through our BMI or body mass index. An indicator or an indirect measure of body composition based on height and weight, okay, and your age. So I believe you still know your body mass index. If you are normal, okay, malnourished, okay, too skinny, malnourished, too heavy, still malnourished. Okay, let's proceed now to skill-related fitness. So, what is skill-related fitness? Okay, hindi ko pa pala siya na-differentiate. Pag sinabi nating health-related component class, it's everybody's concern. Lahat yan concern ni naman because it talks about our health. It talks about our ability to do a task. Katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, in your FITT plan principle, hindi kailangan mawala si cardiovascular or aerobic, si bone and muscle or strengthening activity, and si flexibility that talks also about balance. Dapat yung tatlong ito, dapat lahat ng na-discuss natin kanina is very important. Okay, na ma-include. Now, what is skill-related? I mean, it's very important to develop. Now, what is skill-related fitness? Now, attaining all this health-related fitness class, if you do more training, if you do more practice, okay, katulad ng ginagawa ng mga atleta, okay, then we can have skill-related component. Not all of us have a skill. Players, I mean athletes, they have skills. Kumbaga kapag nagipaglaro tayo sa mga players ng basketball, volleyball, badminton, without any train, kasi tayo, di naman tayo nagtitraining, matatalo tayo. Why? Because these athletes, because of their trainings, they acquire this skill-related component. Example, agility. Pag sinabi natin agility class, the ability to move from one place to, now, the ability to change direction rather from one point to another point. Anong pinagkaiba nila sa speed? Pag sinabi nating agility class, there is a change in direction. How agile you are. Example, this video. Okay? The football player is changing direction as he maneuver the ball to this obstacle. Okay? From right to left, from going back to front, that is agility. Okay? Next one, balance. Okay? So the ability to maintain equilibrium. Tayo, hindi lahat tayo may balance. Okay? Minsan may mga tao na out of balance madalas. Kasi hindi po innate sa atin ang balance. Usually those people who have hearing impairment or may pagkabingi, they have a problem on their balance. Okay? So balance is the ability to maintain your equilibrium, the center of your body. Okay? Now, kapag kasi klaro sa'yo kung ano yung center ng katawan mo, hindi ka mabilis matumba. Ako mabilis ako matumba eh. Okay? Kasi hiluin ako minsan. Okay, next one, coordination. So if we say coordination class, putting relevant motor program or skills in correct order. The video shows you a good motor skills. Okay, you can do activities at the same time without encountering any problem. May coordination yung katawan mo. Example pa, kapag sa paglalaro ng volleyball, coordinate yung timing mo sa bola at pagpalo mo sa bola so that you can execute a successful spike sa bola. May coordination doon. Dapat timing yung pag pagtalon mo hanggang sa pagtansya mo sa taas ng bola hanggang sa pagpalo mo sa bola. Reaction time, okay? Pag sinabi naman natin reaction time class, time between sa stimulus response. Example nito is the very famous the ruler drop. Okay? Yung hindi ka late reaction, kumbaga, yung reflexes mo is very on time. Example again sa sports na volleyball. Okay? Yung pagdilaglag yung bola, drinap, akala mo ipapaluin, tapos idadrop lang pala. The time you will going to save the ball from where you are, like nag-dive ka, that is how you test your reaction time also. Okay? So that is reaction time. And last but not the least, we have speed. The amount of distance traveled in one direction in one comparison in comparison to time. So ang tinitest dyan, oras. Tinitest ba natin ang direction? No. Pag sinabi natin speed, one direction lang siya, class. Okay? So, it comparison to time. Gaano ka kabilis? So, there is speed. My usual example here, class, is that all of us can do these things, but not skillfully. Okay? Can we punch? Do we have a power? Yes, we have power is another example of skill-related component, class. So, do we have a power? Okay? Pag nanuntok tayo, may power ba? Siguro somehow, for some of us, yes, we can punch. Everyone can punch. Kaya natin manuntok. Pero hindi kasing lakas ni Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao, in his punch, it has a power. Okay? Paano niya na-require yun? Through training. Lahat ba tayo kayang tumakbo? Yes, we can run. Every one of us can run. Pero kasing bilis ba ni Usain Bolt, the fastest athletes sa tracks? Okay, we can't because Usain Bolt, okay, has tawag nito, exaggerated speed, kumbaga. Ang bilis-bilis niyang tumakbo. Paano niya ulit nagawa yon? Paano niya na-acclaim yon? Because of training. Okay? Any one of us, okay, can also swim, but not like how Michael Phelps swim. Okay? Because Michael Phelps has a skill in swimming because of training. So if we want to develop our health related components, class, and to acquire more like balance, like balance, strength, no, like balance, reaction time, coordination, ganyan, power, then we need to engage into training in order to acquire this skill-related component. Okay? So, one activity that I've prepared here is let's circle it. It's a Venn diagram. You need to identify the similarities and differences of skill-related component and health-related component. But since this is a visual lecture, these are the similarities and differences of the two components. If we talk about their similarities, both are physical activities, development are the development of our wellness is there, both are components of health. But if we talk about health-related fitness, class, it is how well the system of our body operates. Kailangan talaga natin siya kasi it talks about operation of our body in order to do physical activities, in order to do activities. But if we say skill-related fitness, class, okay, are items that will help you to become good athlete. Okay, so that is the similarities and differences of the two. Okay, value statement. Start with changing unhealthy habits to healthy one and make them your favorites. Okay, so starting from now on, I believe that your ML habit, COD, TikTok, Shopee, YouTube, time will be translated into recreational activities or exercises physical activities so that your energy will not be wasted with these useful or meaningless activities. Let's translate our unhealthy habit into healthy one and make it favorite, according to Sahara Sander. Okay, thank you so much for listening for our week 2 lesson. I hope that you will going to watch this video from beginning to end so that you can grasp all the information about week 2 lesson. Thank you so much for listening.